UK. This is Kim, and I'm going to show you a bit more of this Halloween gnome wedding bouquet. And I know it's not Halloween anymore, but I just thought I really need to finish this off, really. So I hope you don't mind me decorating this on here. So here, this is as far as we've got with this. We really completed it, but we want to do some decorations. So welcome aboard if you come on. It'd be lovely to see you and have a little chat with you. So I'm going to do some more of these potion balls and some of these lovely stars and spell books for the back. Okay, and then I might turn it over and do the front. I have cut some out for the front, but it's how I'm actually going to actually position it so you can see it. Okay, because we've got this handle on the back here. Okay, and it's quite difficult for me to position it the other way round. So we'll see where we go with that. So I'm just going to have a look on my device here and see if we are actually live, because I'm actually I feel like we are, but I don't know if I can see myself on here, so do bear with me while I just get used to the technicalities on here, and it's easier to do it this way, I think. It will just sometimes there's a little bit of a delay with this. Oh, I can see my live come up on there now. So if we go into that, yeah, okay, I can see now the chat on here as well. Okay, so this is the back, and you can see there's not much on here. So what I've done is I started to cut out some balls, and I thought we could decorate them together. Okay, so that's the idea. So let me position this. I'd like you to be able to see this, and I'd like you to be able to see this, and also the I had some, it's just really weird because I had everything prepared, but now it's kind of gone the other way again. I had some sellotape rolls that were, oh, there we go, I'll put that under there. So it'd be nice for you to see both this and see what I'm decorating and see my potion bottles as well. So sorry if I've knocked the camera a bit there. There we go. So I've got some that I've cut out already here. Okay. And I thought we could do some stars on the back like on the front, same as on the front. Okay. So like I said, if you come on, it'd be lovely to have a chat with you. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know perhaps if you've got a handle, perhaps let me know what your actual name is if you want to. So I'm just thinking we could have put little stars on here for the bottle, on the bottles as well. These are potion bottles, by the way. Okay, so I'm gonna put, I know I've cut that one out already, so I'm gonna put a label on this one. And I might actually bring this in a bit nearer so you can see a bit more of what I'm doing here. I want you to see both the bouquet and what I'm doing, and it's quite hard to keep it in the shot, so do bear with me if I come out of the shot slightly. I'm trying not to. Okay, so I'm going to put this label on here, and all of these spellbook bottles are made of craft foam. Okay, and if you want to put a bit more detail on, what we could do is we could use our red, and we could do a little cork in there, so we could do that. And how I do my corks normally, this will work on a live, is I would draw around the top of the bottle like this, and then I would just draw downwards like that, and then I'll put the cork in there. You could actually do it longer. Let's do it a bit longer than that. We can turn it round if it's not if you've got lines on the back, that's fine. Okay, so we'll cut that out and we'll see how that works. Okay, right, so we'll put that, see, you can sort of see how that works. So sort of, there we go. So that would be your cork. I know there's lots of others that are probably a lot better than this, but yeah, so that is the cork. It's just nice to have a little bit of detail on there, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to stick that in there like that for your little spell bottle. if you're really clever, you could do some little some bits of writing on the on the label. I'm not saying I'm not clever. I'm just saying it's very it's quite a lot of detail that you might want to you'd have to do on that. Okay, so where should we put that? We could put that in the middle there, like that. So yeah, what I'll do is dress all the bottles up and I'll put them on at the end. It's probably easier to do it that way. It's probably, yeah, I might do that. So I might put them on here next to me, and then afterwards I'll stick them on at the end. Okay, so this is sorry if there's a bit of noise. There's a neighbour's doing his front garden and I'm just above him. So if you hear any noise, that's what it is. Okay. So I'm thinking perhaps we could do a square label on this one, maybe. Right, so we do a square one on this one. So we're just having a little bit of fun with these, you know, these little potion bottles. Okay, there we are. So that can go on there like that. And we could put a cork for that as well if we want to. Do we want a cork? Do we want a cork for all our bottles? Or do you want to just not bother with a cork? Or you could have a stopper. Rather than having a cork, you could have a green stopper. So in which case you might, I'll show you what I do. Just draw around the top of your, this is how I do it when I do my little stopper for my bottle. I just draw around the top of my bottle like this, okay, and there we go, like that, okay, and then just cut that out. And if you think it's too a bit fiddly, you can make it a bit bigger while you're cutting it out. And you could either put that on like that, or you can, what you can do is just make it look like it's popping out of the bottle, which is what I'm going to do with this one. So I'm going to make it look like it's popping out of the bottle, and I'm going to do it in that direction on the bouquet. I really want to show you as well. So turn that round. If I turn it round, can you see it? Can you see it if you turn it round? Let's have a go. Should we? Oh yeah, you can see that. So if I just zoom out a little bit. So I'm going to put that there. I want you to see both, but it's really difficult to film because it's so big. So I'm going to put that there. And then, like I said, I'm going to have my other green one up here. Okay. Like that. Okay. So we can cut some more out. We could actually, I wonder if we can, I really just want to do, because when I actually create, let me tell you, when I actually do create things, I like to do things as I'm going along. I don't like to, like some people, they like to just, you know, make it all first and then stick it all on. But I'm a little bit different to that. I like to, I like to do it as I'm going along, which makes it more difficult to film. I'm happiest doing it that way. So we can put another one up here. And as you can see, there's a little bit of balance here where I'm putting these bottles and things. And actually, I'm actually thinking perhaps this should be like a round one, like one of these. So it's like, if I can see it all, then I can decide what I want to put where rather than just doing it all together. And then I don't know if you're the same when you create, but that's how I am. I like to do it as I'm going along. So yeah, it's yeah, it's different. So I'm going to do a different one for the top there. So the thing is, I'll have to zoom in again so you can see, what I'm doing. So I think I'll do another red one, but I'll do it this colour. But I'm going to do this bottle instead because I think it's a bit better to do that one. Okay. If you come on, let me know if you're all right, if you can see everything. Okay. I am trying to do the creations first and then stick them on afterwards, but I like to see where they go. So yeah, we're just making our lovely spell bottles for, or potion bottles for our our gnome wedding bouquet. I'm a little bit embarrassed because I should have finished this a while ago, and this was a Halloween project. And so this, if you're going to have Halloween bouquet, this will probably be for next year or the year after now. So yeah. So I'm going to put that at the top where I saw me put that green one. So I'm going to just decorate these ones I've put on as well. Should we decorate these ones? So if we just put, do you know what we could do? We haven't got a dark green label on any of these bright green, but I love these bright colours. I'm absolutely a lover of bright colours. I really am. So we're just, should we do a round label or should we do a square one? Let's do a round one. Okay, so I'm just going to draw that out. So this is craft foam, just ordinary craft foam, and I'm just indenting it with like a wooden skewer, but you can use a cocktail stick, anything that's pointed, just to mark your craft foam. You could even use, I think to begin with I used a pencil, to be honest with you, but then I realised that you could see it and I didn't like that, so that's why I started to indent the foam instead. So yeah, right, so I'm just going to stick that on there like that. This is just really simple stuff, it really is. Right, okay, so I'm wondering, let's put a little cork in there as well. So what colour should we do that? A green colour. See that green. Let's just put that in like that. So I'm going to just glue that in there. Like this. What was this one I was going to do a stopper? I think it was. Never mind. I kind of get carried away with what I'm creating and then forget what I was going to do. Okay, where was I going to put that? Down the bottom, wasn't it? It's corked still in. That's okay. That was for that. It's all right. Okay, so we do this red one. With this red one, that's going to go up there. Should we do a green label on that? Bright green or a dark green label? Let's do a dark green label on that one. And we'll do a square one on that. Say a square one, you know, it's not round, it's more like a rectangle than a square, maybe. Okay, so just stick that on there like that. You can zoom in, by the way. I don't know if you can zoom in on a live, but I know you can zoom in on videos. It's a bit far away, isn't it? As a viewer, I'm talking about, you might be able to. I need to put a cork in there because it's going to look a bit weird, so they've all got corks in, so we'll put a cork in that one as well. Like that. These glue strings get in the way a bit, but so just putting that there like that. Yeah, I think that's really well spaced out the way that's done. So I wonder if we want some more bottles on there. Does anybody know how to get rid of glue strings? Right. So perhaps we'll use, actually I've got some here I've already cut out. And I think they are for Yeah, they are for this side of the bouquet because I did some for the back, but I think they are for this side of the bouquet, and they're red ones. So that one can go on there, and I've got one that's drawn out on here, so we'll just cut this one out. So yeah, I mean, this craft foam is so lovely to work with that, to be honest with you, I should have ventured out a bit more on some other materials, and I have done in my last video. But I get kind of comfortable. I got kind of comfortable with this because it was so easy to use. So it's a lovely material to work with. It really is. Got a little red here. It's nice to have it. Oh, let's put the red one there. So I know you can't see this, but it's very difficult for me to fit it all in one shot. And I will move it over and show you in a minute. But I really wanted to just centre on these bottles for now. Okay. So we need a bit more green. So it's a bit darker. I'm not going to worry too much about the different shades of green, only because, to be honest with you, I haven't got any other colours, so it's kind of like a mishmash of different greens on this one. So I'm going to do one of these ones, and I'm going to just put that at the top there. And then what we do some stars and some lovely books as well. So I would like to do some books like we got on the front, but I'm only going to do like the spine one, the ones where it shows you the spine of the book, because the others just looks a bit too big for the back, because you don't really I don't think the back of the bouquet really needs much on it, to be honest with you. But do tell me if you disagree with that. It's nice to have your views. So I'm going to put that there. That's the same. I don't. Sorry to put my arm in the way of the shot. Thing is, that's the same star bottle as that one. I'm wondering whether to. I think it will be all right, even though it's the same style. So I'm going to leave that one there like that. And then I'm going to do another spell bottle for the other side. I'm going to do that like perhaps another green one. Should we do it this style, or should we do it? Let's do one of these little jar ones again. They look like little jars. Okay. Just cut that out. Okay, it's a bit off shot there. Sorry about that. So I will bring this in again in a minute. There we are. So that's that one. So I'm just placing them on while they're just, so I know where they're going to go on here. So next, what I'd like to do is some spell books, and I don't know if I can find. Oh, there's a template there. It's just a piece of card, basically, that I've just cut out so that I know that they're going to be more or less the same size. So this, I'm going to make into the spine, and I'm going to put it in between the potion bottles. Okay, so we'll do green one, and then we'll go back and we'll decorate these little bits and pieces that I've cut out. Yeah, so I'm going to cut that out. As you can see, these aren't perfect shapes, they really aren't. You just have fun with it, really, just have fun with it. Okay, so right, so that works. with this before, what I did was I just put some stars on there. You can just put little patterns and things on there so that it looks like a spine of a book. So I just did, so we did a spine, just tiny little star. And I just do it like the old-fashioned way. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like you draw a triangle and then you draw another triangle on top like this. Okay. You could put letters on here. I don't know if I can do them that small. I haven't worked out a way to do them really small. So this is a lovely glitter foam. And I think I got this online, this foam, but I did get it a long time ago, so I don't know if I can really tell you where it's from. But I don't think they make this sort of glitter foam anymore because it's bad for the environment, because the glitter sheds. So I don't think that, okay, that's a little bit big. So we've got to make sure that these stars will actually go inside this spine. Okay, so it doesn't look like they're too big. So I think that will just about go on there. Okay, so we'll do a few more. We do like maybe 3 more, 2 more, sorry, on there like that. Okay. It's really difficult to, not difficult, but it's really fiddly to do these stars really small and get them to fit and also be able to cut them out. But sometimes I think, oh God, that's too small. So I don't know if this is too small now. Let's see, not too small. That's probably about the right shape, about the right size actually. You could do a bigger one on the other side to balance it out. So we do a bigger one at the other side to balance this out a little bit, hopefully. So I'm just eyeballing this, and yeah, you could say sometimes my eyeballs aren't accurate with things. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I can say about eyeballing stuff. Some people are more accurate, a lot more people are more accurate than I am with that sort of thing. So I think I need to cut that in just a tiny bit, smidge, just to make that go like that. So then we just stick those on to our book. I don't know if I'll get all this done on here. I really want to. I really want to get it all done because, like I said, I want to finish this off because it's an old project really now. So we'll put this one in the middle there, like that. At the moment we are doing Christmas wedding bouquets on this channel in the video. On the videos I'm on Christmas now. It's just some projects I needed to finish off, you know, and I might do that on some of these lives. Just come back and finish off some projects I haven't done. Okay, just so you can see how the decorating bit goes. So you can sort of see that's kind of shed along there, and I don't think they make this craft foam like this anymore, not in the shops anyway. I'm not sure if they do it online, but so I'm going to put that will probably go, well, that will go in between my potion bottles. Okay, so I'm going to just come back with these because I need to decorate these. So I'm going to put some, let's just put some red on that one. So we do some red labels on this one. Do a red, sorry, one red label on this. Could actually have a label that way. Does that look like a label that way? It does, doesn't it? We'll do it that way. We haven't got any that way. Let's move that over a bit. So I'm just using my glue gun here to stick this on, like that. Okay. And we need, don't laugh now, but we need another cork. So, well, we need another stopper. I thought we could have another stopper coming out somewhere. So let's draw. Let's actually, I could just cut that. I could eyeball that. So let's cut that out like that. Okay. And that will be coming out the bottle like this. Okay, with a little bits of potion coming out. I'm just going to stick that on there, and I will show you in a minute how I do that. And then we've got this one. So this one, I think this needs some green on it, so we're going to do some, perhaps we'll do a round, label. It's like not a round one, an oval, a sort of an oval one, like that. And we could actually use that stopper, couldn't we? We could actually do it so it's actually stuck in the bottle. Okay, maybe we'll do that. So it's stuck in the bottle. So we just stick that on there like that. So if that's in the bottle like that, does that work? Like this. How does that look? Or should it have like a little bit underneath? Because normally a stopper has something underneath it, doesn't it? I'm not going to go too much into detail, but do you know what? I think I might just stick that on there like that. There we are. It's a little bit wonky, but that gives it character. Gives it character. So yeah, I'm going to put that just there like that. These glue strings will stop playing around. Sorry, that's why I'm having problems, because these glue strings are knocking all my bits that I've made off. Where's my bottle gone now? Where's that gone? Disappeared. It's probably hanging off of me or something. That bottle's disappeared that was on there. What one was it? Was it that? Let's do it again. I can't look for it now. I don't know where it is. I think there was a green bottle there. Sorry guys, it just fell off. My bottle's falling off. You know what's going to happen? When I've done the live, I'll find it. They're so mischievous, these blue strings. Gosh. So I'm just going to cut this one out again, and I don't even know, actually I'm not even sure if it was this one that was on there, but it just, something dropped on the floor, and I think it was one of these spell bottles. So I'm going to bring this over in a minute and show you what I've done. Okay, right, so what a treat that'll be for you. This is what goes on inside my head, people. Right, okay, well at least I can get it out and show everybody, hey? Right, so I'm going to do another round, well, another oval label on here. I'm going to stick that on my my bottle that I've just made. I'll bring that back in a minute, hold on. Let's bring that back. Right, let's bring this back. And I thought we could just do that with that one. I don't even know, I bet it wasn't even that shape either. I don't know where that's gone. Yeah, it just flew off the table. Mind you, it's supposed to be magical and things are supposed to fly, so I mean, right, okay. So if you come on and you think, what's this crazy woman doing? Well, I am crazy because I'm doing the Halloween project, which Halloween went ages ago, but you know, if you're doing a wedding for Halloween next year, this might be handy for you. It might be, especially if you're looking for something totally different for your wedding day, something really different. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back to show you where we are with this. Okay, so we just bring this back so you can see, because I like to do this and put them on as I'm creating them. Okay, so if I just bring this round, you can see there's the back of our bouquet here, and this is where I put my bottles on. Okay, oh, we've missed this one, haven't we? We put a label on this one. And then what we'll do is we'll stick these on. I think this needs to be a round label. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly, I say round, but it's oval. It's really oval. So we'll do that. We'll stick that on like this. Okay, like that. Okay, and I'm going to put a cork in there. I'm going to eyeball it, everyone, so wish me luck with that. Okay, just going to do a tiny cork to go in the top there, that's fine. Okay, we'll just glue that on. Then what we can do is we can just glue all these decorations on, and then we can do the stars. Okay, so these are looking really good, I think. And you can see where the book is. I might do some more, another spine, another book as well. So if you just put that under there, that kind of holds that up like that. We'll move it up a little bit more so you can see. So I'm just looking at the camera to see how far I need to go, how far up I need to go with this. So it might actually be that I could make the decorations and put them on, but it's whether I can get them all in the shot. So stuck that one on. So I'm going to stick these on, the ones that I haven't stuck on. Just, you don't need much glue for this, okay? Don't go overboard with your glue. It can get messy if you put too much on. That's my opinion. I used to put too much on. So these corks are like kind of flying out the bottles, because it's like a spell gone wrong and everything's floating around. So yeah, so that's what's happening. So there's a little so I forgot to do that one as well. We'll just do the ones we've done. We'll stick them on like this. We're going to stick that one on. Okay, and that one. Okay, sorry about the camera shaking. Right, that one. There we are. Is that all of them? Oh no, that one's got a stick. I can't remember which ones I've stuck on. There, that one. I think that's stuck. This one, I need to put another label on that. So actually that could be a bright green label, couldn't it? Just do a bright green label on that. I really like this green. It's really nice. I like this green colour. So we'll do that as like a long kind of rectangular label, not too big, it's a bit smaller than that, like that. Okay, like that. Or is that that's too big? Let's cut that in a little bit. So I'm just basically just eyeballing this. Okay, like that. It looks like a jam jar, doesn't it, that one? And we'll do needs a top to that, so we do like, oh, sorry about the noise, somebody's beeping outside, sorry about that if you've got earphones in. I don't know why people don't just get out their cars, right, and ring the doorbell. Do you know what I mean? You've got legs, you've got maybe it wasn't, maybe it was just that someone was annoyed with somebody. How does that look like that? Does that work? That's okay, isn't it? We could just put it in like that. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take this off shot for a second just so I can glue this on. Yeah, there's a little bit of commotion going on out there. I don't know what's happening. I don't expect they know that they're being mentioned on YouTube, but right, so doing it like that. The more I put on, the more I want to add to this. And it was going to be a small, simple wedding bouquet, but it's kind of got a bit out of hand with all this decorating I've had to do. So it's gone a bit far. Do we need another book in there? Or should we just start on the stars? The stars are going to be sort of like this kind of size. I think we need at least one more book so that it balances itself out. So we do one more. I can't find my... I've lost everything now. Second. Oh, there it is. Find my... Should we do another book? Should we do it in green again? Or should we do it in dark green? We could have it here, couldn't we? We could have a red one here. There's a red one I've cut out for the front. Or maybe put that one there. And then maybe have another green one for the top. So I'm just going to put some decorations on that one. And I will come and show you, I will move this over in a minute and show you how I'm doing these books again. And we're going to do our stars as well, so we'll need to do those. So that green one can go. Perhaps we could have that up there, like that, or yeah, maybe like that. So I'm just taking these glue strings off. Right. Does that work up there, or should we have it? Is that two lined up with the other one? We'll have it like that. I'm looking at the colours and trying to space the colours out as well. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's have another sip of my water. There we go. So I'm going to decorate those, and I'm going to put some stars in between as well. So if I just move that back over, oops, got that was under there. Move that back over. That's that way, like that. That might even work. You might be able to see what I'm doing at the same time. It's getting all these camera angles right, guys and girls, or women and men and women. I normally say people because I don't know what to say. I don't know how to address people. Right, okay, so stop rambling, Kim, stop rambling. So what we want to do next is, I thought what would be nice is to do some more stars. So these books, like I said, they're really, you have to make these stars really small so that they fit on there, so that they'll fit on like this. Okay, let's cut this out. Yeah, so there we are. So if you come on, you can always say hi if you want to, and I will say something and say hi back. if I see your comments. If I don't, honestly, it's because I don't see your comments on here. But if I do, I will have a chat with you. Just let me know where you're from, where you're watching from maybe, or, you know, what you're up to today. I'm a little bit nosy like that. It's nice to know what everyone's doing. I did a bit of shopping this morning. I went to, if you're in the UK, you probably you might have heard it in other parts of the world, but I went to Lidl's, and it was actually quite nice. It wasn't very busy because, you know, it's a weekday, and it's nice to go to the supermarket in a weekday when it's quiet. That's really nice. And so I went there, and we had a few bits that we needed because, believe it or not, Aldi's is similar to Lidl's, but they didn't have the same, you know, the same stuff in there. So I need to get some vegetarian burgers for my husband because for Christmas, because we're going to see the family, and they asked us to get some vegetarian stuff. So yeah, so that's what I did, and also some assorted crackers, you know, cream crackers. You put cheese on. He said, get some salted cream, and I thought, do you want those so we can take them with us? Or anyway, so I got those, and had a look down the aisle in the middle and looked at the all the bits and pieces there. I thought there might be some present ideas, but I didn't really find much there. They do some lovely decorative mugs, you know, cups and things. They're quite nice. Yeah, I mean, if you know what you're looking for, you can get a bargain down that little bit there. So yeah, so just sticking these on. You can do this how you want, which is what's so good about these. Making something from scratch is you can make how you want it to be, and yeah, and create it how you want, any colours, any materials you want. And you could just have a look at one of my videos, and you could just create the base for your bouquet and then decorate it how you want to decorate it, you know. What do I say? The world is your oyster when you can make your own things. So basically, you know, in other words, yeah, there's no limits. When you can create your own stuff, there's no limits as to how you can personalize it and make it your own. There really is no limits to what you can have, which is, I think, I love it. I love it. I love the fact that, you know, you can have what you want. Why stick to what's around when you can create it yourself, you know? And I help you to do it. So there we are. So just carrying on with these stars. I know sorry, I was going to do another project, but I just needed to get this done. So I hope you don't get bored. I'm sorry if you do. I'm sorry if you do. I'll try and make the content more interesting. I know it's like an hour on this. I hope you don't mind. Oh dear. Right, so I'm going to do a couple more stars on here. And I also wanted to show you, as we come into the end of this live, because I only like to go on for about an hour or so on these lives, is I'd like to show you one of the projects that we're actually working on at the moment on my channel, DIY Dream Weddings. So on this channel, and it's a Christmas. This is a Christmas one that we're doing. So I will show you that before I leave. Yeah, and let you know that if there's anything you're at all interested on my channel, anything you're interested in, any products or anything, you can contact me via my website contact page, and I'll get back to you. Okay, just to let you know how. Sorry, that's so far away, isn't it? I do apologise. There we go. I'm just sticking those on, really, sticking the stars on. Um, so yeah, and if you have a look at the links under this live, you'll see my wedding. My website link and some other links as well. One is a 3D series link, which I'm working on at the moment. Okay. Also, I have my coffee platform, profile, which is to do with if you like these videos, you can contribute to the materials in the next project. So trying to reach a target of £10 so we can put it on the next project, whichever that will be, and I'll come and show you what I've bought with the contributions. Okay, so just letting you know a few things that are happening on this channel. So I'm going to do some more stars just to put in between I don't know how much more of this glitter foam I've got left. Actually, I think we're running out. I've got odds and bits and pieces, I've got bits and pieces of different materials that I'm trying to finish off, and then I'm hoping to do shop it soon and just get some more materials in. But I do like to know what I'm actually going to be creating when I do that, so before I go shopping. And I haven't planned the next project yet, but the one that I'm doing now was kind of an accidental stumble on a new material. So it was quite nice to have something new to work with, to be honest with you. So right, so I'm going to bring this back and show you how far I've got with this. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out again just so you can see where we're putting these on the back here. Ooh, it's falling over again. It's a little bit because it's got all that stuff on the front. It keeps tipping over. But this is the back of your Halloween bouquet. Yes, it's very bright for Halloween. I love bright colours. You might not. If you don't, then you don't have to have it bright colours. Okay, so you can have it make it how you like. Right, okay, so I hope that's all in shot there. It looks like it is. Let's just have a look and see. Maybe move it up a little bit more. Maybe move it up a tiny bit, just so we can get all this in. There we are. That's it there. So this is your handle for your bouquet, and we're going to just decorate. Just going to basically just add these extra bits on that I've made, okay, where we want them to be. And like I said, I use a bit of hot glue for this to put these stars on where I want them. And do you know what? I don't think I'll come back again with this project because I think I've done it once already on here, and I don't want to bore you with the same things. But if you'd like me to, do let me know, because what I would like to do also, I'd like to do the front of the bouquet as well. So I'm just going to, so that is as far as we've got with that, and I'm probably going to put more on. There's so much to fill up, isn't it? I think I overdid it a bit with the spiral Christmas one, actually. If you have a look at that, I think I put too much decorations on that. But you might have a different opinion about that. So that's all of those stuck on there. She says, checking. So if I turn this over, you'll be able to see. Oh, wait a minute. I've missed one there. Just a moment to stick that on there. So if I turn this over, you'll be able to see that that's all ribboned around the edge there. Okay, all ribbon around the edge. And then you've got the side bit, and then there's your gnome, your Halloween gnome, and all your potion bottles around the edge here, and your lovely spell books. And he's floating, and he's got a little a little potion bottle in his hand. Okay, and I thought we could, I haven't got time to do that now, but I thought what we could do is put some more potion bottles underneath here. Okay, so yeah, this is your lovely fun wedding bouquet with a difference. So if you're looking for something without flowers or something totally different for your wedding bouquet, this is a place to be. Yeah, where we share ideas and yeah, and create what we want for our day. Okay. Um, and if you're interested in any products, like I said, just get in contact with me on my website because I do actually sell bouquets as well. So just let me know if you're interested in anything. So let me show you this project that we're working on at this very moment on YouTube. I'll show you this. Let's have a go. So this is a sneaky peek of something we've already started. Okay, it is a sneaky peek because basically I haven't shown this on my actual YouTube video yet. Okay, because I've done more decoration on here than I have in my first video. So this is a sneaky peek at the next video. Okay, so we're just basically, this is etch art that I've used, and as you can see, I don't know if I just do this, you can see that these houses are in front of the ones behind. So I've done it like a 3D, so the moon looks like it's in the sky, floating in the sky, and the houses are in front of the ones behind. And you've got this lovely Santa Claus on his sleigh with the reindeer and stars, and your houses here and all your presents around the edge. And this is felt here. All the rest of it is etch art, apart from the base, which is cardboard. And then you've got your lovely ribbon around the edge that I've put underneath here. And I actually did consider decorating this piece here, which is why I did it with etch art. But because of the, I wasn't sure if it's going to stick together, to be honest. I just stuck it on. So you could do that. You could have the edge of your bouquet made out of etch art. And if you don't know what etch art is, just have a look at my YouTube video and you'll see basically how that works. Okay, you're just scratching your own design onto some blank etch art sheets, and this lovely gold colour or whichever colour it is underneath will come out. Okay, so yeah, so if you'd like to see this first video, that is linked down in the description on this live, and it's under the 3D series playlist. Okay, so you're welcome to have a look at that. And I'm going to be putting the second video on this week. Okay, I've just got to get back into creating the rest of this, and I'll be doing the back of this, decorating the back of this, putting it all together and everything like that. So that'll be lovely. So this is the Christmas Eve wedding bouquet. So that's what you want to look for on there. I have all my pictures on my thumbnails, if you know, just so it's very clear what ones they are. So I think that's about it really. That's all I need to say. And so yeah, so I can't think of anything else to say apart from the fact that I am on live every Wednesday at 12, and if there's any change in the schedule, I'll put it in the posts on this channel. So yes, so I'll see you again next time, and do look out for the next video. Okay then, bye bye for now. Take care everyone. Thanks for watching. Let's see if we can finish this.